And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback.
And he's had a great season so far throwing the football. Very likely could go over 4,000 yards with a good performance here. And even in an age of passing first, that is no small accomplishment.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Now the first carry for Cam Akers. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 19 carries, 75 yards, and a touchdown.
A key component of his team's offense. He will certainly stay in that role if he keeps producing like this each week. Expecting to make a run and not only matching, but exceeding those numbers as this one goes on.
And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
You get a look at their key inactives for this week's game, and Charles, clearly you don't want to have any of these guys unavailable, especially when you're where they're at fighting for a playoff spot.
I agree, because the postseason is on the line. So you've got to overcome the injuries and find a way to win. And the only way to do that, the guys available have to step up. What's that mantra in the NFL? Next man up. This is their opportunity.
Back to throw now on first down.
Finds his man. It's John Mechie. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Quiddy Pay in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. 8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. They'll look to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. DeForest Buckner, he's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down. And this one is right through, and it's now 3-0 Texans. Note.
Here we go. 60 red. 60 red.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He gets it to Cooks. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left. And he will find Ridley on the left side. 70th catch for him on the year, and like so many others, this goes for a 1st down.
They'll go with Akers here up the middle.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
The Texans at 8-7, a game over 500 on the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. And this will be a Texans 1st down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the 1st down. A nice run right there.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end.
Well, following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. Here's a run with Akers on second down.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard.
Pierce will try to pick it up.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Across the middle and into the hands of Ridley.
And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
And a nice milestone reached on that last throw as here late in the season, he goes over 4,000 yards passing.
And he's really thrown the ball well all season long, had some big games along the way. He's inspired his receiving corps to go out and make plays for him in each and every ball game.
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown.
Cam Akers, his 5th rushing touchdown now.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And this is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now back to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. Fielded at about the 28. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return.
And the Texans will take over.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
They'll begin on the ground with Akers.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. On play action, they'll throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. The Texans send the punter out as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a... Now the punter, Sam Martin, called on to kick it away here. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. On 1st down, they'll stay with Akers on the ground.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, kind of a quirk in the schedule. These two division rivals didn't see each other much of the year. Their first meeting was just a few weeks ago, back in Week 14. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home.
And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts' 27-yard line. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Eluding the pressure right. This is caught and out of bounds all the way down at the 3. 23 yards the final tally.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
Frank Reich not so sure about that last call. He's going to go ahead and throw out the challenge flag. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass.
And he slings one that's incomplete.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
Akers fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2.
Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you're 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Calvin Ridley with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score. So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away.
Takes it at the 7. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Out comes a Houston offense as they get set to take over here.
And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime. If you're a good football team, you spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Escaping the pressure right.
This ball caught by Mechie.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Give him 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs. They'll look to throw here on 1st down.
He'll complete this one to Collins. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
And the offense moving quickly to the line. Back to throw again.
Another one caught by Collins. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, I don't know if you ever go.
On the double.
Stop your whining.
Ready, ready.
They go play action here on 1st down.
Let's go.
Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And incomplete on the deep ball.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
Flushed out right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. They'll run here with Akers. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this 1st half. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
58's the money. 58's the money.
Slide through.
I got you. 58, right over there, right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike.
Ready, ready.
He'll drop to throw. They'll roll him out right. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown. John Mechie in the final seconds of the 1st half. And the Texans will extend their lead here just before halftime.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale.
Here's Sam Martin now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Let's take it inside his own 40. It'll be a net of only 30 here. 40-yard punt, 10 on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Out now comes the Houston offense as you take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC.
They'll start with the option.
No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And the Colts pick it up. And to the 43. So down inside the 40. Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Houston set to take over. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
And while all of that was going on, we have an injured player out there in need of some attention. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Colts... So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. DeForest Buckner in on the tackle. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They'll drop to throw.
They'll set up the screen here to Akers.
So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
Open man is Mechie, and he's got him. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Brandon, you know I'm all about quarterbacks protecting themselves, but I have to admit it. I liked what I just saw there. That rookie wasn't afraid of absorbing a big hit. Now, you don't want to see him taking those shots all game long, but he picked up the first down, kept fighting for yards, and was willing to embrace some contact to keep the play moving.
And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Going right back to Akers.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Out to his left. Williams brings it in. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 23 yards on the play. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. Only 3 there on the screen and 2nd down.
Boy, that was certainly well read defensively. And the key to any screenplay is space to work. And there was none to be found there. And they tackle him for just a short gain.
Rolling to his right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of the momentum the other side is starting to gain.
58, boys, 58, 58, Mike. Here I come. 58, Mike.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Being chased out, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Cleveland Farrell able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up 4th down.
And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So
down. 60 red. 60 red. Steal. Check steal.
On 1st down, they'll start out with Akers.
and he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
For the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on third down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. This is taken at the 15. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. Now it's Martin to do the honors after the made field goal.
Takes it at the 7. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. And now a stoppage, and looks like we have a Colt who was shaken up on that last play. Well, always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. They'll run on first down with Akers.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
And I think that's going to go down as no gain, but that doesn't seem fair for the effort that was presented on that play. That should go down as a loss. I know, I'm a defensive guy, but you got to like the play that was made.
He made a lot of those plays last week. He was AFC Defensive Player of the Week, picking up where he left off. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
A give up the middle to Akers.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off.
1st and 10, it's Pierce.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down.
Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Seventh play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. They'll look to throw here. Escaping the pressure right. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
And his kick is indeed good, and that will double their lead as it's up to 6.
What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal because remember, they were down to their final chance to retake the lead. That home field advantage, I think it helped fuel all of what happened for them down the stretch. A huge win.
So for Houston,
they get the critical victory to move them to 9-7 now.
That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody. 22 men ready to do battle. It's time to dance. And off we go from Lambeau.
Fields it right around the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
Here we go. 50, green.
You got nothing.
Ready, go.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up.
And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. Second and 6. High throw, but the catch is made.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He'll buy some time right. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Akers.
And he'll take this one down near the 15.
Brought down that time by Quay Walker.
Second and 9 now. Touchdown, Texans. Brandon Cooks with touchdown number 7 on the year.
And the Texans have taken the early lead on the road here at Lambeau.
Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories, and you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do, and when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there, that nice opening drive, because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
7 yards there and a first down.
The Texans at 9-7 now on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard.
They'll go again here with Akers. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line.
10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Flush to his right, and he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
Ready, go.
Back to throw here. It's caught left side by Cooks. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. He's already topped his receiving output from a week ago, and we're just in the first quarter as that's a first down.
From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers.
And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Red, 38.
Looking to throw. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Open man is Cooks. He's got it. Touchdown, Texans.
A great effort there with his second touchdown in this opening quarter.
And the Texans have taken the lead.
There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7.
Here we go. Yellow, 43. I'm coming. Ready.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Here we go.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
On the give, this is Akers.
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try and run for this with Akers.
And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now, 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
2 minutes gone by, second quarter. Now a play fake here on first down. Rolling to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. A throw over the middle, taken in, and brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down. They'll throw this out wide and complete it to Ridley.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down.
On the handoff, it's Akers.
This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Second down, they'll go with Akers again.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
They're going to look to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Kenny Clark, he's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down. And his kick is right there. It's good, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. On now is the Packers punter, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time.
Mostert hit, and he drops the ball.
And now off to the races down the right side. And he will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Green Bay touchdown.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes? So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. Tackle made by Devondre Campbell. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now a run with Akers. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And no return here. This one's going inside the 15 to the 12-yard line.
Set punt. Red 38. You
ain't doing nothing today.
Punt, punt.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Throw right side, caught by Ridley.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A 22-yard scamper.
And the Texans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You could say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. He'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on third down.
And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard.
Ready, ready.
Come off the ball.
Ultra, ultra. Let's go.
They'll start on the ground with Pierce. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The offense on third down, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3, and he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. The Texans send the punter out. He'll boot it away from about his 35. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
On the ready.
Watch the back. Seven's a Mike. Mike 7.
Let's go.
On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Devontae Wyatt there for the stop. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
32.
Get in the weight room.
Let's go.
They'll set up a throw. He gets this one to Mechie. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Pierce takes it straight ahead. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's go. 60 red. 60 red.
They go back to the ground, this time Mostert. They got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
And not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Philip Dorsett hauls it in.
And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front. Good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. They go again with Pierce. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line.
43 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the...
And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston.
Raheem Mostert with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Texans are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Well, that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index because now it's a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me into that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's...
Here we go. 10 black, 52 blaster. 10, go.
Pierce gets this one running right.
And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. The 1st-round pick, Jair Alexander, making the tackle. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. They'll set up to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think the defense...
So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And we talk so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams, right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value. And when they show the film, they have to be careful not to give out too many kudos and kill their motivation going forward.
So for the Texans,
They do get that 10th win of the year as they finish up at 10-7 overall.
and that is maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but a better than average season nonetheless. Meanwhile, for the Packers,
This loss will mean they finish the season on the wrong side of 500 at 8-9.
and they'll get their shot at playoff football as they'll be on the road next week.
On the clock now, the Houston Texans. It's the Cleveland Browns now on the clock. The Houston Texans are now on the clock. With the next pick, the Miami Dolphins are on the clock. Now on the clock, the Texans. It's the Bills now on the clock. On the clock now, the Houston Texans. Next up, the Indianapolis Colts are on the clock. On the clock now, the Houston Texans. It's now the Indianapolis Colts selection. The Houston Texans are now on the clock. The next pick has been traded. Now on the clock, the Texans. On the clock now, the Jacksonville Jaguars. On the clock now, the Houston Texans. Ladies and gentlemen, the current pick has been traded. On the clock now, the Houston Texans. And now on the clock, the Minnesota Vikings. On the clock now, the Detroit Lions. On the clock now, it's the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The Las Vegas Raiders are on the clock. It's the Philadelphia Eagles now on the clock.